What's up, Fummy? Welcome back to the channel React DPJ Anime. Now, y'all have been telling me, hey, it's time you get into a new anime. So, today what we're gonna do is I'm gonna be reacting to Attack on Titans, the openings and the endings. Ooh. Honestly, I have been hearing so much good news about Attack on Titans. I figure, you know what? This is going to be the next anime that I react to. But today we're going to do the openings and the endings. I'm so excited for what I'm about to see because y'all have been hyping it up. I did a poll about a couple months ago and Attack on Titans was the one that won. So let's go ahead and get into the reaction. If you're new to the channel and you're just as hype as me to start Attack on Titans, I'm going to need y'all to respectfully go ahead and click that subscribe button. But let's get into this reaction, y'all. Okay, then. Based on what I just seen, it looks like they're in some type of military, but it looked like a group of children though. They don't even look like they're of age to be battling. Like, that's crazy to think about it. And I guess the Titans are those, like, one guy was going for a headshot against this like the human body without the skin, and you see all the like the I can't even speak, but I can't even get the words out. But that was amazing. But their weapon of choice, it looks like it's dated back, going back to like the 1800s. Like, I seen a cannon, and they have like, I don't know, this thing right here, like swords or something like that. That's like, how can you take out that giant? And it was a bunch of giants. I mean, I've seen a bunch of kids too. Like, I guess some military force, but there were a bunch of giants. Like, we know going up against a giant is wild. Like, that's tough. You one smack and you're done for. And I've seen a lot of blood and gore. This is not your traditional, funny, good anime that I normally watch. Well, I guess I'm only watching One Piece right now, but you barely really see blood. This looked like there was blood everywhere. Like, it's a gory type of anime. Oh, they look a lot older. Now, like this one, you seen in the very beginning, like he was bathing in blood. Like, what kind of anime is this? What are y'all trying to set me up for here? And it's like every one of those giant, like I said, I guess those are titans because in old Greek mythology, Roman mythology, one of them, don't fully quote me, y'all. I'm not too sure about this, but the Titans were, they were here first, and then Zeus took them out. Whatnot. We're not going to get into that. But they were really huge people. And these look like really huge people, but they all look like they had the same face, except for that one that they just showed. It's like, it's crazy. Like their way of movement, they're like a somewhat Spider-Man. Now, what if you're in a field where there's nothing there? Like, what happens then? How can you get away? Like, this is intense. I was not expecting this, seriously, because I'm thinking Attack on Titan, anime, react to it, something all peachy and happy, but this is intense. A lot of the kids from the first one, they look like they got older. So I like this, as it progressed, they're aging. It's not just one anime where they're gonna stay the same. They're gonna age and progress. So I like that. But all this gore and blood, I don't mind watching that. I'm cool with it. But goodness, this is quite intense. Ooh, that looks lit. Oh, these kids are tough. Oh! Okay, that one there. What? Is that a mother and her child right there? Look at this. That's crazy. That one there, as I stated, they're progressing. Now, I'm just going to stop talking because I'm lost as hell. I'm seeing a bunch of other like Titans, and they're not the traditional ones that we've seen in the beginning. Like the one, it was a quick glimpse. It's like he had a face mask or something like that, going up against a real slim one. Then there's a gorilla looking one with a flying whale and are those even considered Titans? That's just really cool. Like, this is lit. And then you seen one poking his head out of like a wall, like peeking or something, like he playing hide and seek or something. Oh, I might like this one more than I thought I would. I really might like this one. All right, they show him a lot. Oh, those three must be like best friends or something. What's that, his future self? All right, so that one was more solemn and peaceful. And as you can see, they're smiling, but as the opening title screens have been progressing, except this one, they went from smiles to seriousness. Like, this isn't a game anymore. Like, based off what I've been watching, it looks like, you know, the military force, you know, they have like they're in some Marine Corps or something, but this force, they're going up against the Titans. And I've been reading the song subtitles as well. So it's like, you know, they're fighting for this freedom that's hard to obtain. And is that freedom against those giants? That's what I'm getting from all of it. And it's like, but how can you really? There are so many giants compared to them. And, you know, your military strength is just as much as people that you have in it. But if everyone's constantly dying, because I'm seeing a lot of bloodshed, I'm seeing a lot of bodies. It doesn't look good, to be quite honest with you. But I like that one. That one was more calm and peaceful. The rest has been, you know, hard rock or something like that. Like some Smash Mouth or something. Oh, that's the one with the face mask. Okay, that one there, honestly, as I was seeing those giants, they look like mindless beings. But then the one at the end and the one that stands really tall, it didn't look mindless. It wasn't just running how the rest were. Then you got the monkey looking one throwing rocks. Like, hold on. These things are controlled. They can be controlled. That turns, that's bad. Because a mindless one, you might have a chance because it has no mind of its own. It's just doing its own thing. Now you have, well, I'm not even sure how tall they stand, but they look like they were up there. So just thinking about it, man, just thinking about it, because it's kind of like a lion. If a lion, well, lions have minds of their own. Actually, I take that back. But it's just thinking about how they're diving into it. Like, we seen two fighting, and that fight didn't look like a normal, just mindless slap. It looked like a thrown punch. Now, if these things can be controlled, maybe this battle that they're going through is not as bad, because you could up the playing field. Because there were two fighting each other. That means one has to be mindless, or no. That means one is on one side, one is on the other side. Because all the rest that we've seen, they run together, they crawl together, they do everything together. But those two were against each other. I didn't think their technology was that advanced. Honestly, I'm seeing cannons, I'm seeing a blimp and like warships. This opening here, it feels more like chaotic, unsettling, and like more aggressive. Instead of like the heroic hype, it's given all out war. This is the end game. Like it's either do or die. Like it throws you straight into war. This isn't like a let's save the world. Everybody's more complicit now. So it's giving me like a dark, like themed kind of vibe. Throughout the song, it was saying like my war, my war. It's like it's perfect for what this is going through, because early on you can tell they were like a military strength fighting those giants. Now it's like it's war, it's time. Like it's just an unsettling, uncomfortable song, especially with the images that it was depicting as well. What? That's good there. Whoa. Whoa. A lot more intense than the last one I just seen. And it's like I'm seeing similar faces from the early openings to the opening I just watched. It's like there is growth, of course. You know, of course, like I stated earlier, they are aging, but I'm not seeing the same three familiar faces like the blonde head kid. I seen this guy with long black hair. Like it's different from the earlier. It's more intense. Like it's real war. Before it looks like they were fighting against the giants. Now it looked like it's a war on Earth. It's a war on war. Like they're fighting humans against humans. I'm seeing battleships. Like it's a lot different now. Like with all the openings I've seen, there was only like one of those towering giants, you know, with the skin and the flesh showing. They showed about 1,000. And the one that I seen where they showed one, he was like the size of a whole town. So 1,000, what the hell does that mean? Where does this anime go? What is the chaos here? It's like it started from war. Now it's like, okay, hear me out. There were 1,000 titans in the beginning from what I'm seeing, right? Now, and those are like mindless ones. They weren't as big as the one we just seen. Like, what's about to happen? Like, it's given like apocalyptic vibes, like the end of the world kind of thing. And then the music on top of that is like, oh man, it's like you're in a what are those rooms where you just break shit? It's like you're in there and you're just just breaking everything. Like the end is freaking there. That is what is giving me. Judgment Day is here.
Where are you at? Where have you been? 問いかけに答えはなく Where are we headed? What did 住民追いかけてもう食とく A bird, a butterfly, endless stars. Don't make a mess of memories. Just let me heal your scars. The wall, the all forgotten wars. 時が止まることもなく We're getting older, second by second by second. Why, oh, why don't you wanna stay with me? Why, oh, why are you giving up on me? I'll be waiting for you. Let me hold you under the tree, under the tree. Like a train.
Okay, that one definitely gave me, you're fucked. The world is ending. Like, those Titans are stepping on everything. Like, I thought it was, that Marine, that military versus the Titans. As you can see, the scenery is different. Before, they were entrapped in a wall. Like, it was inside, it was enclosed. Now it's giving me they're out somewhere. It's not just where they're at. Now it looks like they've expanded in the outside world. We're getting planes. I didn't even know planes existed in this animation, honestly. It's given darker. It's like we're basically fucked. Like humans are considered nothing, peons. There was a man getting his face stepped on, and I would assume it's by all them damn giants. And on top of that, it's like, do I want to get stepped on or do I just want to blow my brains out? Like shit, the world is ending and everybody knows it. That's what it's given. It's like there's no hope for anybody. I'm not sure how far those giants are stepping on shit, but come on. If there's that many and a wide variety, come on. Like, did they just lose their mind and just started this? Is this controlled? What is it? Wow. Wow. And then the song. Despair. Damn. And that one, it was like everybody just fighting this one big, odd looking creature. And then it's crazy. We've seen like titans fighting against each other. The military fighting against these specific titans. Now it looks like they've all come to one to fight a cause together. It's not like we're battling each other how it was in the beginning. Now it's like enemies became friends to go up against a bigger cause. I guess the bigger cause are those giants. I keep saying giants, titans that stand, the one with the flesh showing. So it's like, who are they going up against? What was that? And how the music started? Like it gave us a full recap of where it started at and where it's at now. We're like at the ending, like it's okay. We started out as enemies. Now we got to work together to take out a common enemy. My enemy of my enemy is my friend. Hopefully I said it right, but y'all know what I mean though. Now, from what I got from the very beginning, it's like it's like, of course, hatred creates like monsters, and like monsters create wars, and now you're fighting this freaking war. War destroys innocent, and then it's like the freedom taken by force of tyranny, and it's like the cycle will never end, and the cycle only ends when someone chooses to stop it. It's literally they're giving us an explanation of IRL. There's always going to be war if someone like a tyranny, like something happens. Now we're going to war. No one's going to get like, I can't even speak. This is diving deep. This is diving deeper than what I thought it was. Like just based on the openings that I just seen, is giving me like a better picture of what Attack on Titans is. Like it's not even about the Titans, but it's more so the meaning of the story by why. And that's just based on openings. So just imagine when I watch this shit. Damn. It's like you don't know who to trust. You don't know what side to be on. If you want to be here, if you want to be there. It's just like, yo, I was not expecting this. Honestly, this was a lot better than what I thought it would be. Because this is literally my only second openings that I ever reacted to. But this was totally different. Most openings hype you up. Hype you. You're like, oh shit, this is about to be lit. But this here was like, oh shit, what am I getting myself into? Where it started at and where they're at right now is just mind blowing. Man, if y'all enjoyed the reaction, if y'all enjoyed the thoughts, I'm going to need y'all to click that subscribe button because I'm ready to react to Attack on Titans here. This is mind-blowing anime. And I like it because it's more, more thoughts, more thinking. It's not your original peachy shonen jump anime. It's different. It's more sinister. It's more blood, more gore. And it's definitely not something I'm interested in, but I'm definitely going to react to it. From what I just seen, like on a personal level, not so on a personal level, and more so of a IRL. It's just they continue fighting. It goes from monsters. Then it's like they're fighting people. And it's like the cycle will never end until that one person stops, honestly. There's going to be continuous violence. Like, come on, we had World War I, we had World War II, almost World War III. And what's going on in IRL in this world today. That's what is depicting from these openings. It's like constant war, constant bloodshed. When is it going to be enough? It's never going to be enough whatsoever. It's just a destructive cycle. Like since beginning of time, there has been war. There has been people fighting for territory. There has been genocide. There has been constant. It's just like a cycle of destruction that will never end. I'm just gonna be honest with you. That's what I'm depicting from this. The way it started out and then how each one progressed to more bloodshed. Like it went from those giant monsters. Looks like they were stepping on everything. Now you stepping on everything in their giant monsters. How can you combat that? Even the military ships look like they weren't doing anything. There were people individually trying to take out those giants, but come on, it looked like there were hundreds of thousands. It's just a cycle that's gonna keep going on unless one person, somebody just like, yo, we need to end war and not have it again. But honestly, from the very beginning till now, 2026, we are still dealing with the same shit, and that's constant war, constant blood, destructive. That's why new weapons, mass destructions are being invented every day just because of war. No one is never going to be satisfied. And that's what I'm depicting from what I just watched. That's crazy. Like, I don't even think it's about the Giants or anything like that. There's a psychological, there's a deeper meaning to it. You know, the writer who created this wanted to get the point across by depicting it with humans versus monsters versus those giants. And I'm just getting excited on what I'm about to watch because I'm very interested because that was amazing there. Like, seriously. Like, each song had a different depiction of it. That's it. That is what was good about it. Like, it's giving me the stories about, like, it's like they're searching for freedom. But, you know, to get that freedom, it's like you got to become the one thing you're afraid of. You're going to have to kill something. You're going to have to become a monster. Because as you see the depictions from the very beginning, we've seen smiles. We've seen, like, military. We're all one. We're together. And as the openings progressed, it's like them same smiles became frowns. You know, they started, it looks like they were doing more than what they needed to. It's simply like they became the very monster that they were afraid of. That's what is given. That's what I'm getting from this head, dog. Man, this is amazing, y'all. Oh, this is peaceful.
何度でも捨てては見つけ安らかにさ眠れ脈打つ衝動もに願いは犯され忘れてしまうほどまた思い出すよこの美しき残酷な世界ではまだ生きていることなぜかとばかりでああ僕たちはこの強さ弱さで何を守るのだろうもう理性などなんならば
From what I'm getting from this one is give me like, you know, like one of the captions, the subtitle stated, you know, the world is cruel, but yet beautiful. Like it started out peaceful, of course, someone holding a knife. And then as it progressed, there was many knives and it was blood and it was warfare. So it like progresses like a peaceful theme, and then it just got into war. But it's giving you an insight that, you know, the world can be peaceful at any time, but war can break out at any time as well. Like it's not what it seems above surface. And like, you know, beauty and horror can coexist. Like the world is beautiful, but it's also a cruel world. And that goes with all the bloodshed, the war, and people losing their lives, you know, this fight against the Titans. The main person that they shown throughout that ending, of course, she's looking for some type of help. Like she needs help. And the one at the end gives her peace, calms her down. It's like, you seen when she was walking, it looked like she was walking alone with just a knife. And then you seen a lot of knives. Like when I mean a lot, like the ground was just full with just knives. And it looked like there was like a bit of blood on it as well. So whatever trauma she went through, I guess her light, her hope, after every dark tunnel, there's light. And it was the person that they showed at the end of this ending. So it's like, that's where she gets her peace from. That's what makes her sane. That's where she's getting comfortable with just living. And it's given like the world is beautiful on the surface level, but underneath it is just cruel violence, war, bloodshed, death. Like it's given like a love kind of vibe, but mixed with trauma as well. Because in the beginning, it shows her alone. And at the end, she meets that knight in shining armor. And I feel like he is her knight in shining armor in this case.
例えば俺が俺じゃないとしてお前はお前だと言い切れるのか砂の器を壊してこぼれた心を拾って集められるか誰かの呼ぶ声が耳鳴りに変わった時が止まったみたいださあ目を覚ませ深い闇を俺は抜け出したハヤテみたいに逃げ出した生きた屍みたいだった俺たちは壁の外へまた会おうぜ地図にない場所で
With this one is, from my understanding, it's like from where it started out as there was like someone planted a seed. Now I'm not sure if that seed was a seed of love or a seed of hate and violence, and it just kept rolling and going and going. It's like someone dropped it and let it run its course. And then from what it looks like, everyone now from the background, it looks like they're looking at like ancient architect, like Egyptian hieroglyphs. And it's given like this is the history before. There was war, and now there's peace. And now we're getting back to war. Like it's given humans versus humans in the hieroglyphs. Like they're looking at ancient history, but yet they have this battle that they're going up against titans. Now it showed a titan that looked sort of like a human. I guess all titans look like humans, but this one had more will, more power. Like it looked like it was controlled rather than a headless horseman or a chicken with his head chopped off and it just runs wild. And then you see like strings controlling, like there was strings coming out of a body, probably not strings, probably muscles attached to another titan. And I think that's the one I feel like that has control, that you can control it or you can make it move or punch or something like that. That's what this one was giving me, like more so of control, but also control of them going to war and having to fight up against the titans. Now, they have these like metal sheets and they're swinging like Spider-Man and they're attacking the titans, honestly. And it's like they're fighting for a cause, a purpose to, like the subtitle said, they're fighting to get outside of these walls. It's probably a wall holding them back, like they're in prison, but they're living free, but they're just stuck inside of these walls.
深い闇を俺は抜け出したハヤテみたいに逃げ出した生きた屍みたいだった俺たちは壁の外へまた会おうぜ地図にない場所で 「
Oh, this one was a bit different here. Here I seen a lot of pain, a lot of emotions, a lot of grief, and overall despair. It's like they're fighting a cause and it's an uphill battle, and it's them against these titans, and these titans are massive. They're like 10 times their body, possibly even more than that. And it's like it's an uphill battle, and it looks like they're on the losing side. I seen a lot of blood. I seen a lot of people in infirmaries. Like there was one where he shook his hand with blood. It was probably like a promise, like, yo, make sure you go out there and get him. I'm gonna spin the block for you. But this really looks like a losing battle. Like, how can you go up against these titans that they move quicker, they're stronger, in one hit? You really are playing a extreme level hard game where you get one hit and you die. This is not your typical anime where you can get hit about 10 times and get back up. These are real human beings fighting a real war with only one life. You get one life. There is no one life you get wished back. No, you get one life in this. And it shows a lot of just violence with it all. Like from where it started out at, peaceful, calm, love. And now when I get to this one, which is ending two, it's like they've turned into animals. But it's not because they wanted to. To protect them, to save their lives, they have to become monsters to get to the goal that they're reaching for. And if it's that to end the war against Titans, or if it's to surpass those walls that they're stuck in, they're gonna have to do what they have to do. And if that means that you become a monster, well, hey, so be it. I will become that monster. It's not giving me there's a good side and a bad side. Of course, I don't know about the anime, but it shows humans versus titans. So simply something happened, and now they have to go up against these titans, and they have to change their way of living, change their mindset. They have to do things that they never thought they would do. And from the looks of it, these look like young children. They don't even look like full-grown adults. I did see some adults in there, but they look like young children that are forced into war to protect the ones they love or protect their home. Now, the beginning looked like someone making a deal with the devil. That's what it was giving me in the very first picture that I seen. It's like they sold their soul to the devil for possibly power or to take out their enemies or something like that. Because from what it showed in the last ending, it showed like newer equipment. Like when I mean, there wasn't like newer equipment as far as battle equipment, weapons. Then I get this one, and I'm seeing more of like swords and shields, like traditional wars that happened hundreds of years ago. And it looks like, I don't know, a king was forcing his children to eat the heart or probably organs or a human body, and the kids look like they didn't even want to do it. And there's just constant blood and war. And then you see the Titans just eating people. Like, were people using Titans as weapons? Like, how did it get to this? And then as you see, they're walking to a different area, and it looks like everybody's dead. And then now they're sprouting back up, and it's like history repeating itself. That's what I'm getting from that. History repeating itself, and now the children, the next generating, is inheriting the sins from the past and continuing this cycle of war and hatred and violence. Like, was this where all of this started? The birth of the Titans? Because in the beginning, you don't see Titans. You see someone making a deal with the devil. And then it progresses to now there's Titans everywhere attacking these, attacking villages, homes, eating people freely. Now, with that first picture that they depicted, was that giving us that Titans were created by power, by humans? That's what I'm getting from it, because you make a deal with the devil to get more power, and that power ends up being Titans, and maybe they just lose control, and that's what this anime is about. Like, it's giving me like a somber, tragic, like reflecting basically. And it's like this gives me a more of a like a song they'll sing in church, kind of like peaceful, but it also have the meaning to it, like what it stated, like a war being over, but nothing has changed. The world is still beautiful, and people are still cruel. They are still monsters. Like, this one is not giving me. It's like there's no chaos or like panic how the last ending was. You know, like a burden of choice. You know, you live with the consequences that was given. If you had to become a monster to, you know, protect your friend or your coworker, you became that monster, and this is the aftermath of it. And you know, it's like going to war. Of course, if I kill somebody today, I'm gonna be charged with murder. But if the country says this country is doing bad, I get the okay to kill anybody because I'm at war. So, like, I feel like the core message was even justifiable violence still ends in a funeral. You know, it is justifiable because it's at war. I'm protecting myself. But that at the end of the day, I still killed somebody. I still feel it. I'm still a monster. Of course, I protected myself. I'm fighting for my country or this place that I'm in. But at the end of the day, I still took someone's life. And with war, of course, you know, every necessary sacrifice always will leave a scar. If it's going to leave the scar on the one you hurt, their family, their friends, their loved ones, even a scar on you because you had to cross that line to protect yourself. So this one gave me more so like, after all we did, was it worth it? Is it the same one?
石を投げる者と投げられる者には容易に越えられぬ策がある。立ち位置が変われば正義は牙をむく。
Like right here, when the position are reversed, justice returns on fame.
お前ら自分で何をやっているのか分かっているのか。
Now, I'm happy it's not too late right now because that would have scared the hell out of me. But I'm getting from it, this is the same one of the last one, ending 4, but it has that remix. And it's like I stated, it's peaceful. And then you get this monkey looking beast. And then you get more blood, more violence, more chaos. It's just damaging, and not just damaging. It looks like, they're just fighting. Now at the end, those same friends are now fighting amongst each other. So something happened there to where it's like, I can't even speak, but it's like so much chaos. At the end, that cutoff, I'm going to assume that's a part of the anime, but it was a scene where it looked like they were on the same side, but somebody is going to make a decisive decision, or somebody already made a decisive decision, and it didn't sit well with the one guy who punched the other one, and then the girl wants to protect the other one, so she attacks him. Now, what's up? I thought it was Attack on Titans, not Attack on Humans. Like, what is going on there? Oh, this one was giving me like the beginning, the training, like when they joined this military force. And of course, they're trying to learn the ropes from what we've seen in the beginning. The little Spider-Man effect with the wires and They're just learning and training. Like, of course, you could enlist yourself in a military, but you still got to learn the ropes. You still got to learn how to fight, what to do. It wasn't as sad as the other ones. It looked like everybody was happy and they're fighting for one cause, and that's to go up against these titans. Like they're like, it wasn't hype or bloodshed or violence or gory or anything like that. It just looked like a group of friends that are fighting for one cause. They're all on the same team and they're here to protect each other's back, really. This is the future they want. Peaceful. They want to be happy. They don't want to have to live in fear that the fact, titans are out there. And this is what they're fighting for. And, of course, when you're fighting for that, eventually you're going to have to get your hands dirty. Eventually you will have to cross a line that you never thought you would cross. But like I stated in one of the last reactions, it's crazy. If you yourself go out and hurt somebody, you're going to get charged for that. But if you're doing it because your country says you have to do it, it doesn't make it right. But in a way, it's morally right. But it's not, though, because you're still hurting that one person. You're still acting as if you're God and taking that person's life. So, of course, with what's going on in this, they're fighting for a cause. Do they really want to get their hands dirty? No, but at the end of the day, if you want to be free or fight for this freedom, fight what we just seen, you're going to have to get your hands dirty. You're going to have to kill people. You're going to have to make really tough sacrifices.
1秒前の瞬き取り残された世界羽ばたけるなら彼に伝えて羽を焦がす無数の鳥が灰を散らし安らぎは誰か知らず僕がここにいたという証も骨はどうせすねと化して消えるのに骨はどうせすねと化して消えるのに生きてる
Honestly, this one, I'm quite confused. It really didn't give me much context. The real context that I got from it looks like maybe the war is over. That it looks like, it got so far to the loss of human lives that the next generation is fighting. It shows a boy reaching out for help, like a young boy at that. And it looked like he had on military uniform on and no one's around him. And with the subtitles, it stated, bones will eventually turn to sand and just like disappear. And those bones are the countless lives lost in this war. Like, is he the only one remaining left alive? That's what is giving me with this one. It looks hopeless, to be honest. Like, it looks hopeless. Someone reaching out for help, like an outcry. And it's really just one single boy. Y'all gonna have to tell me in the comments about this one here.
鉄の玉が正義の証明貫けば英雄に近づいたその目を閉じて触れてみれば同じ形同じ体温の悪魔僕はダメってあいつはいいのそこに壁があっただけなのに生まれてしまった定め嘆くな僕らはみんな自由なんだから鳥のように羽があればどこへだって行けるけど帰る場所がなければきっとどこへも行けない
Now I'm hitting more of a calm scenery, but not in a calm in a good way. Because I was reading the subtitles and it's like stating basically whatever I have to do to make sure you are safe, my people, my friends are safe, I'm going to cross that line to make sure y'all are safe. Like it's not giving me peaceful, the war is over. And if it is over, someone crossed a line that they should not have crossed just for the sake of their people. And I don't feel like that's really ending a war because eventually, the way it works, war will keep going. The cycle will always repeat itself. From what we've seen in the beginning, there was a war, somebody made a deal with a devil, and Titans are here. Now it looks like it's peaceful. I'm not seeing any more Titans, but some type of line had to been crossed. And it's like a self-reflect, like, damn, do I see myself as a hero, even though I did this immorally shitty thing just to become that hero? But at the end of the day, I did save my people. That's the vibe that I'm getting from this ending right here. Is like someone crossed the line, and that line should not have been crossed. But when you see it, some people might deem him as a hero for the whole fact that you saved our country. But was it worth it though? Was it worth the lives that was lost? Was it worth the repeating cycle? Like I feel like they're fighting for something that they can't obtain. Like they're fighting for their freedom outside visuals. Because even it said if we had wings, we would be able to fly anywhere. But we can fly anywhere. But if we have nowhere to return to, then what are we? So it's like some line was crossed. Like it's giving me calm and peaceful, but the subtitles is telling me something bad happened. The world, it was too quiet. There was no violence. There was no screams. There's beautiful flowers, the colors. There's no gore or violence or war anymore. It's like, is the war over? Like, what was the sacrifice that was made to end this war? And in the beginning, you see everybody surrounded. Like you see there's more people, even if there's more people as far as like injured people or hurt people. It's like, did he pick up a role that where he had to do something, and that one thing, are they going to label him a hero? Are they going to label him a monster? Are they going to say, hey, well, he did it for this? That's what I'm getting from this one scene right here, and the subtitles that it was given as well with the song. Like this ending feels more like a goodbye. Like freedom didn't save him how he thought freedom would save him. It's more so like it's like he already lost even though he won. And it's specifically just this one character that they showed. Like there's no chaos, there's no screaming. It's just justification. The reason why I did it, this is why. Label me how you want, but hey, the war is over. Really. Like I stated, even if I sacrifice everything, I will protect you. That's what's giving me like something happened. Cause this is beautiful. Since watching the openings and the endings, I haven't seen a beautiful ending or opening like the one I just watched. So war is over, but something bad happened though.
ずっと探してた捧げた心臓のありか本当の思いを教えて夢物語でいいから最後に何がしたいどこに行きたい私はね帰りたいよ一緒の家に帰ろう「語りたい」
Now, what I'm getting from here, in the very beginning, like I stated, that same character was looking for, she was sad and sorrow. There was hurt in her. And then when she seen him, she was peaceful. She was happy, He was her light in that dark tunnel, that knight in shining armor that helped her get through all of it. Now, based on what I've just seen here, the subtitles is stating if basically if I could get another talk with you, if we could talk about love, if I could pick flowers with you. So that's giving me the hint of she lost that one knight in shining armor. He is no longer here. Even though the war is over, there must have been some type of sacrifice based on the last one that he is no longer here. The character is not, he's just not here anymore. She can't through it all, like I stated, he looked alone and then he faded away at the end. In this one, he's not alone. He's actually with her. So it's like giving me that he's no longer here and she wishes she could just see his smile. She wishes she can talk to him. She wishes they can be together and live. Yeah, we understand the war is over, but honestly, no one wants to be alone. Like they started out within this military force together and it's only her now. She don't have the people she was surrounded by. There's no more of that friendship and companionship. That's what she's longing for. That's what she probably was longing for. And she had it throughout the times they were at war, but now she lost it. And she's just remembering, like a self-reflect, like how it was before all this started. And if we can go back to that before all this started. But what I'm seeing, and based on the subtitles, he's no longer here. It's like what she would give just to talk about love with you, like what she would sacrifice just to have that one last conversation with him or have an everlasting conversation. But of course, with that person no longer here, you get that guilt, that regret. Like, what could I have done different? What is another possible outcome that could have ended the war and still have you here with me? Like we could run, we could get lost and fall over. She's remembering the great moments she had with this person and what she would do just to give it all up, just to get that chance just to interact with that person just one more time. And that's the thing about war. Of course, there's always going to be casualties, always. And that casualty could be a loved one, a family member, a really good friend. And of course, you got to keep going to make sure you can end this war. Now, whatever happened, he's no longer here, and she's really feeling it. She's mourning his loss. And where she states, or where the subtitle states, "I know I'll see you again." That's more so. It's giving me more so of the afterlife. I'm gonna continue living, but when it's my time, I know I'll see you again. Like from when we first seen her by herself, we know that we got some type of statement that, he is her emotional anchor. He keeps her sane, he keeps her smiling, he keeps her free. So now knowing that he's no longer here, like where is she gonna get that from? She would die just to get a conversation with him. What type of sacrifice does she need to make just to see his face just one more time? But really great, intense endings. I actually reacted to the endings after I did the openings. I didn't even really think there would be like ending videos or ending title screens, but I feel like these were a lot harder for me to break down rather than the openings. The openings, you get more of an understanding of what's going on. The endings were pretty vague, but I hope I got them right. But y'all just gonna have to let me know in the comments. But of course, if y'all liked everything y'all seen, I reacted to both the openings and the endings all in one video. I'm gonna need y'all to click that subscribe button for me, pretty please. Let's start this new year with a bang. But of course, y'all already know I'm gonna get to reacting to Attack on Titans. I'm possibly going to do 1 episode a week or maybe even 2 episodes a week and try to throw in additional animes in there. But if y'all have some requests, just go ahead and post it in the comment. I will be reading all of them. But all right, y'all. I'm out.
ありがとう